that Lamar Jackson just surpassed Michael Vick for the fastest player in Madden history.
Yeah.
And Ryan, for you as a defender, when you look at Lamar Jackson, what's the thing that impresses you the most, or maybe even from your own vantage point, would have worried you the most as a defender trying to plan for this guy?
I mean, everything about him would worry me. Like, that would be a stressful week. Troy Polamalu and I would actually have meetings about how we were going to tackle certain people, whether it be Marshawn Lynch, Adrian Peterson. This definitely would have been a conversation about Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson is making he's legit making people look like idiots. And I don't mean to sound harsh when I say that, but these are grown men who have always been the best on any level they have played on. And he's much better and way better than all of those guys. Early on in the season, I actually did something on Get Up where I said I thought Lamar Jackson was the greatest runner of the football that has ever played the position. And I understood what Mike Vick was and the way it looked when Mike Vick caught a seam. But I'm talking about the elusiveness, the strength, and the vision that Lamar Jackson has. We've never seen that from that position. And I think we always speak about how fast he is because that's what's tangible. That's what we can time. That's what we can see. But this dude doesn't get touched. This dude makes people miss in space like people we've never seen. And you know how scared defenders are because when they're running up to Lamar Jackson, all you hear is, right? Because that's them stuttering their feet. And the other thing you hear is their heartbeat as they're running up to him and trying to get this dude on the ground because they know it's an issue. When you can do what he does from the pocket and make people miss in that way and create, and he's really looking to create in order to throw, it puts the defense in an unwinnable position, and it's just really been fun to watch this guy grow up before our eyes this year.
Well, let's talk about that, putting the defense in an uncomfortable position. The defense he's facing this week is the number 1 by yards per game defense in the league, and it's a defense with the line plays on the other side of the line of scrimmage. How, in your mind, will that affect Lamar Jackson, and do you give any edge to San Francisco in this game?
You know what's crazy? I don't. And you would think you would because San Francisco has more, right? It's basically 11 versus the one guy. But when you rush the way that San Francisco rushes, when you get upfield with your ends in the way we've seen Dee Ford and Nick Bosa, then that creates running seams. That creates opportunities for people like Lamar Jackson to make plays outside of the pocket. And we've seen it with Kyler Murray against the San Francisco 49ers. Also Russell Wilson was able to get outside of the pocket and create some plays with his legs. And let's be honest, if Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson had a baby and they sent him to train with Carl Lewis and Michael Johnson and then put him on steroids, that child would then be named Lamar Jackson. And so it's going to be a whole different thing trying to stop this guy. And it's also different when you play against a team that plans to run the ball with the quarterback. You know how this goes, Golic, and you went to Notre Dame, and you've seen guys like Tony Rice and these different quarterbacks that actually get an opportunity to read a player where you don't have to block him, and now you have an extra guy, and then you're playing the option. It's assignment football. We don't play assignment football in the NFL. You understand where your gap is, you understand where you're fit, but you're not trying to figure out, is this guy going to give or pull this ball? Is this guy going to get to the pitch man or the option man and get it to Mark Ingram? And so when you have to put all those things in your head and calculate all of that each and every play, I believe it takes a little bit of the speed away from the defense. So I don't necessarily believe that Lamar Jackson has the advantage in the sense that he's better than all of these guys, in the sense that if you put 11 of them around just him, they can't get him on the ground. But I do believe because of what they do schematically, it's going to slow San Francisco up and give Lamar Jackson opportunity for one-on-ones in the open field, and he doesn't lose those.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content plus live streaming, make sure to subscribe to ESPN Player.